Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
We are live from some secluded place in Texas. I'm Steve Turtle, and this is the Steve Turtle Show, where we talk about work camping, full-time RVing, and a whole lot of other stuff. It's good to see everybody. Thanks for coming by. I hope I have internet good enough that I can get through this live stream. It's good to see everybody. If this is the first time here, you should subscribe and ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you get a notification every time I post a new story, because you don't want to miss one. And if you're a return visitor, welcome back. I sure do appreciate you being here. It's been a while. December 25th, the last live stream. Been traveling a little bit. And I missed you guys. I hadn't talked to anybody in a while, and I thought I just got to do this live stream. I'm a little out of whack. Been busy working, traveling, seeing stuff, but it's good to see everybody here. Oh my goodness. All right, I guess we're going to talk a little bit about what RV travel do you like? What kind of travel do you have? How do you travel? And you can tell me your stories. Tell me your adventures. Tonight's topic, Workamper travel. We're headed south. I'm going to wrap that up and tell you what I've been doing the last couple of days and what I'm doing right now and where I'm at. Chewing the fat, Q&A. Just I want to get caught up with everybody and see how everybody's doing. And if you got any questions, put them in the chat and I'll see if I can answer them. Connectivity on the road. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you what, I think that's all the way up to the very top of my #1 con. And if we have time, we'll do some community shout outs, a few jokes to close out the show. See everybody. Thanks for coming by. Well, who's in here? I just think I said hello to everybody. Van Life with Gina Payne, she's here. What's up, Buttercup? It's good to see you. Hope you're staying warm. B Bear, she's doing well. Don't know if you know it or not, but she's out there in Oregon and they're having a little flood issue. And I know about flood issues, so I know how scary that is. But she's doing well. She's not in any danger. Everything's okay. It's good to see you here, B Bear. Keep on RVing. Now, I think you're in Texas somewhere. If not, you're probably on the East Coast. I don't know. Where are you? Let me know down in the chat. You don't have to tell me exactly. I thought you were out here in West Texas somewhere. Hitch up and tow. Hey, how you doing, Mark? Good morning. It's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming by. I know it's a little early for you, but I sure do appreciate it. We're not going to talk about work camping stuff today, so it'll be fun for you. I'm still not trying to make you a work camper. Loving life hitched up. How are you? It's good to see you guys. Thanks so much for dropping by. I sure do appreciate it. Camping therapy. How you doing, Doreen? How's the weather back there on the East Coast? How you guys doing up there? It was a freezing 55 today. Actually, it was really nice. I think it was a little hotter than that. Caribou Dave's Adventure down in Florida. How you doing, buddy? Sure nice for you to drop by. I still got to get that email out to you. I want to talk to you, but we'll catch up. I'm trying to catch up myself. Rowdy one.
Rowdy.
I don't know if you guys know it or not, but Rowdy one, he comes around to the show quite a bit, and he's won a couple times with super chat giveaways and things like that. So we're going to disqualify him. He may be on the blacklist. It's good to see you, buddy. All right, here we go. Hold on. Let's see. B Bear says, "Don't make me make your phone make noise during the live show." Yeah, you have that ability now. You can pull a camper life on me. Doreen, we're doing good. Thank you very much. We're settling in. This is day one of our new Workamper job. We arrived yesterday and got set up and met a few people and still meeting people, getting familiar with the area. Camper life, how you doing, William? It's good to see you, buddy. Hadn't seen you in a long time. He said, get a get a booster. He says I'm cheap. I know I need a booster. You know, you're talking about for my cell signal, right? Not for my high chair. Oh, Avenger RV Avenger, the true Steve. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. I'm not cheap. I'm frugal. Oh, yeah. The chat's going awry now. Camper Life showed up. Yeah, I know what you mean, Caribou Dave. Don't let them wear you down. Said he's dragging. Been shoveling, digging irrigation lines with the guys here. He says he's whooped. Yeah, I know how that is. You start digging a ditch. James Cantonese, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. You got snow up there? I hope not. That's a mess. Mike Nelson, how are you? Thanks for dropping by. I sure do appreciate that. You still in South Carolina? B Bear says, I just heard Jill, so you can ask her about the hoodie sizes. Well, here's the problem, B Bear. We've never bought a hoodie, so we don't know about the sizes. But I tell you what, you order what you think you need, and if it doesn't fit, we'll figure something out. We'll make it right. I'm sorry. Oh, Rowdy one. Okay. Mike Nelson says he's still right there up under the Big Peach in Gaffney. I know where that's at. I remember that football game many years ago. Have you ever been driving along and you see these signs all over the place? There's signs everywhere, but they now on the interstate they have these LED signs. They what do they call them? The sighting when the child's stolen or whatever. Megan's notice. I don't know what it is. I don't know, but you know how they put notices up on these signs. Well, they had one up down in Virginia. It said, and it confused me for several miles, but that's easy to do. But it said, Santa can fly. Cars can't slow down. And I'm like, what does that even mean? I know Santa can fly because he has reindeers and that magical sleigh. But what is cars can't slow down? Well, there was no punctuation, and I just read it like that. It took me at least 3 or 4 of these signs before I realized that it was cars can't fly and we're supposed to slow down. Somebody's idea of a joke. Amber alert. That's right. Thank you, TJ. That is correct. On the highway, they put the signs up and it says Amber alert, this car, this tag, report them, that stuff. Arrive alive, don't drink and drive, all that fancy stuff. I like the one they have in Pennsylvania. It says, keep your distance. No, how's it go? Social distance. Yeah, cars social distance. Cars don't social distance. People social distance. Anyway, Full-Time Dream. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Sure do appreciate it. Oh, all right. Here we go. Oh, here's another one. In Virginia, they have signs that say, speed enforced by aircraft. And I was stationed in Virginia, lived in Virginia for a while. Has anybody ever been pulled over by an aircraft, or how does that even work? They shoot your car, you're going too fast, they send you a ticket in the mail. If you've ever had a ticket in Virginia from an aircraft, let me know down in the chat. They told Katie's Kitchen to shut down for not wearing masks.
What?
And being over capacity. They're still open.
What?
Okay, so Katie's Kitchen is an Amish restaurant, and they were one of the first to open sort of with takeout. And then they had a tent, and they social distance, and they followed all the rules. But you know, it's an Amish restaurant. He was trying to make business, and I guess during this last shutdown, he was defiant and didn't. And now Doreen from Camping Therapy is telling me that they told him to shut down, and they said, no, we're going to stay open. B-Bear, what? Someone told me to give up, that you didn't want to talk to me. I didn't. What did I miss? Did I miss something? I don't know what it was. Caribou Dave said that he has actually seen a car fly after she ran off the road at a ski resort parking lot, hit a dirt mound, and did 100-foot Evel Knievel. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, you know, I knew that Amish guy. I talked to him a couple times at that restaurant, Doreen, and he was pretty adamant about having his restaurant open. All right, here it is. B-Bear says, Steve Turtle, there's these things called radio. Steve and the pilot radios the cop on the ground, and he comes and gets you. No. Okay, so has anybody been pulled over by a cop that was radioed by an aircraft that said that he was speeding? If you have, put it down in the chat. Like I said, I was stationed there for over 4 years. I was never pulled over by a cop and told that an aircraft told him to pull me over. Kay Flan, the rail man, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Uh-oh, hold on. Full-Time Dream. Wait, whoa, where you at, Full-Time Dream? Okay, so Judy at Full-Time Dream said that she got nailed in Ohio. They said that they said they had the planes in the air and had 10 cop cars past the bridge. Really? Are you just joking? I believe it happens. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I was traveling from Pennsylvania to Baltimore, and I crested the hill going into Baltimore, and there were like 5 cops in the middle of the interstate flagging people down because the guy on top of the hill was shooting everybody with the radar, telling him which color cars were going too fast. I thought it was crazy. Charlie Porch, how are you? Thanks for coming by. So Charlie Porch he says that was from the 1970s, and he has lived in Virginia and has never heard of anyone getting a ticket via aircraft. Yeah, well, someday maybe, I don't know. With all the cameras they have everywhere, I'm waiting till they decide that, you know, they're just going to start sending pictures and tickets to everybody. Mike Nelson says, but officer, I'm too drunk to walk. Good thing I drove. You know, in some states, they'll pull you over for drunk walking. Full-Time Dream. Judy says, really? She was only doing 90? You were doing 90? That's pretty fast, Judy. This is what I needed. I've been a little stressed here lately. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but I'll tell you what. That's pretty fast, 90. There's a bear in the air. Drone tickets. Oh, William, how you doing? Oh, my son got a ticket. Doreen from Camping Therapy says my son got a ticket from a toll booth, and he went through it. Yeah, it took a photo license. He didn't have any cash, and he kept going. Yeah, those booths are crazy. I did the same thing. I got a ticket, $20 on the turnpike, because I accidentally got into the fast lane. Rowdy One says he was nailed in Ohio.
He's nailed everywhere.
I'm not quite sure what that means. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right. Well, here we go. Visible. I'm telling you what, I've had so many problems. We got here. I was all excited. I had my Visible phone. I plugged everything in, and it said unable to connect to network. And I was sad. Now, Verizon, which is Visible, has very good coverage here. But for some reason, Visible does not have that particular Verizon. So I called them. Nope. I chatted with them, because you can't call them. So we chatted for quite a while and determined that there's no service here available for me. They said they could put the phone on hold for 6 weeks. And I said, that won't work, because I'm here longer than 6 weeks. So I gave up on Visible. I told them to take their phone. Well, I told them to disconnect me. I have tried to get people to join my party pay to reduce my bill. Unable to do so. Visible says there's no problem. They don't understand why. I have tried to join other people's Visible party pay. Unable to do that. They elevate it to the next level. They send me an email and said there's no problem. So I don't know. I can't figure it out. It's not my job to figure it out. I'm supposed to turn the phone on, turn the hotspot on, and get to do a live stream. But it didn't happen, so I gave up. I told them, nope, don't want it. Won't see me again. I'm done. Although the service was really good when I had service. So I guess all of them are pretty much like that. AT&T ain't worth a poop if you can't get a signal. But when you got a signal, it's pretty good. You know, phones today, they're not necessarily for calling and getting on the internet. They're for calculation, calendars, clocks, notes, all those other things. It's sort of lost track of what they were really intended for. But anyway, a whole bunch of stuff just happened, and I don't know what's going on. All right, moving right along. Here we go. Opa and Oma's camping adventures. I bet that they're somewhere in Texas, because I just think they are. They're fellow work campers. They're work camping at a city park, sort of, I guess. I don't know.
Oh.
But it's what?
No.
Oh, it's not a city park?
No.
What is it? Jill's over here starting trouble. Oh, this is really good. Casual Girl Adventures, how are you? I hope you're nice and warm out there in Arizona. Bikes, boats, and bivouacs. Scott, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you, fellow Pennsylvanian. I agree, Scott. Sometimes progress is the most important setback. It happens. It happens. Camper life. Steve Turtle. I don't even know if I want to read this. I should pre-read it before I start. Steve Turtle, it is limited channels that Verizon has. Verizon only allows them on lower grade channels. That is why one will work and another will not. I agree. I was really worried about the third-party services. You know, there's a dozen of them, Cricket and I don't know, a bunch of them. And when we were back at Virginia, it was really good. I enjoyed it, but I can't keep going back and forth. So I got to find something that's going to work. I guess I'm going to have to get a Verizon, a T-Mobile, and a AT&T, and a Wii Boost. So, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oh my goodness. Yes, you are correct, William. And I don't know, I'll figure it out. Right now, I am live streaming on T-Mobile. It seems to be okay so far. I'm going to try it. I don't know. Maybe I'll go out and buy a Wii Boost or something to see if I could boost my service. I got about 3 bars. Has anybody seen anything goofy? Has it? I hadn't blacked out or went away or anything like that, right? Do I look all right? It's okay. I'm not blurry, am I? Pixelated. Can you hear me okay? Don't everybody speak at one time. It's all right. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about our trip. Now, I know you've watched my last 2 videos where I talked about the trip, but I tell you what, Dobbins Air Force Base Family Camp. Jill and I try to stop at the military bases as much as possible. They're really good rates, usually $20 to $25 a night. You're secure. You got a Class 6. If nobody knows what that is, William can explain it. Got a grocery store, so you got all the facilities that you would have at a on a regular base. But we really like the fan camps. But we stopped in one in Atlanta, and that thing was run down. I mean, there were fallen trees, pine needles everywhere. And I know it's an off season, but if you're open, you got to clean that stuff up. The grills were all messed up. It was just really, really, I was disappointed because usually on a military base, they're really nice. So if you're thinking about going to Atlanta and stopping at the fan camp in Dobbins Air Force Base, be prepared. It's not the best, but if you want a place to stop and, regroup and then take off the next day or two, it's okay. But I was surprised. Yeah, Caribou Dave says that his mom's on Party Pay, works good. I've watched YouTube on the hotspot. I hear all kind of people say that they have good luck. I just have bad luck. I don't know. I'm jinxed or something. I've had other people tell me it was okay. I just wanted them to tell me what the problem was so I could fix it, whether it's my problem or theirs. But we just never got to that. Maybe they don't like Steve Turtle. I don't know. Caribou Dave says, has anyone seen anything goofy? Really? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Todd Butler, thank you. Thanks for coming by. Sure do appreciate you stopping in. Uh-oh, here we go. Todd Butler says, save your money on Wii Boost. It does not work. It's more like Weak Boost. But see, that's the thing. You talk to some people and they say, oh, it's great. And you talk to other people and they say, oh, it's not so great. And I don't know if, exactly what's going on sometimes. I guess you just got to take a whole bunch of advice and figure out which one weighs more than the other. Canadian Twig, it's good to see you. She says, you would really think this day and age they'd figure out the internet. I'm sure it's that they're trying to run fast internet on old lines. Yeah, there's a lot. B Bear knows what a Class 6 is. You are absolutely right. You know, I'm still amazed. You know, we talk about all these little things like not getting on the internet and things like that. It's amazing that it's just zeros and ones, all the code. They send signals through the air and they end up on your TV and it's a picture. That's simple, but it's still amazing. What? Rowdy One, what's that mean? Bikes that sound naughty. Only from you, sir. All right, here we go. So I checked my brakes. Now, if you didn't watch my video, you don't know what I'm talking about. I always watch the road. I'm a very good driver, Jill says. And I got on the interstate and I'm hauling butt and I look up and it's like everybody stopped at one time. I mean, they're parked, not stopped. They just stopped in the interstate. They don't stop on the interstate. So I had to lock them up. So I learned that the truck can stop the camper. So I got that out of the way. No thoughts that it won't. It stopped it well. And then breakdowns. We had that flat tire coming across the bridge in Biloxi. It surprised me. I'm driving along. I thought a motorcycle was passing me, but it was a tire. Rubber going everywhere. Dark, at night, on a bridge. Tore up the camper a good bit, but I fixed it. Got a guy there. I had one of those 4-star lug wrenches, different size lug nuts. It fit my lug nut, but the rim on the camper is, the lug nut is inset. And the outside diameter of the lug wrench wouldn't go over the nut. I was so mad. Jill was trying to calm me down and it was bad. So we called roadside service. And of course, you know how that is. We had to wait a while, but they showed up and they took care of everything. Changed out the tire. We drove over to Keesler Air Force Base. Next day, I fixed the camper. And then the following day, went and got some tires, some non-blowout tires. That's a new kind.
Putting that stimulus money back in the economy.
Right. Oh yeah, put that stimulus money back in the economy. I'm trying to do my part. Thank you, Camping Therapy. All you moderators, if you would, I don't know, can you post links? I feel like I've missed something. I don't know if you can post links anymore. YouTube's really onto that, right? Or if you can post it, a link, post it. But you know how to do it. Camping Therapy, James Cantonese, what's that guy? William from Camper Life. Check them out. Go on over there to their channel and show them a little love. Give them a comment. Lock up. Flat spotted them China bombs and you popped one. Yeah. I did. And it scared me. It was my first. I'm just glad I've got, tandem axles and, I'm not riding around on a rim. Yeah. Talk about pucker effect. Yes, absolutely. Canadian Twig. But it all in all, it wasn't too bad. Slowed down, got across the bridge, pulled it, and like there was a rest stop right at the end of the bridge, pulled in, and so we were off the road. It could have been worse. So all in all, I think I'm pretty lucky. We did try to go find an alligator, but Jill and I, we walked down by the water and we looked. I was hoping I could video one, but I didn't see any. Guy caught a bass. That's it. Now, full-time travel. You're out on the road. You're going from place to place, and it doesn't matter if you're just, going from your house down to the campground. When you have to pull into a place, they don't make them for trucks, campers, and travel trailers or RVs. They got these little bitty pull-in places with all these big curbs. And they put curbs all over so you can't swing around and go into these parking lots. What happened to parking lots that are just big, like Kmart? Just a big square. And you could pull in there and park anywhere you want. Especially these I don't know, what are they, yuppie places, you know, these malls where they got all these stores and like street. It's a pain in the rump.
Okay, Grandpa.
Oh, anyway, Jill says I should move on. They should make all parking lots for campers, and all pull-offs should be for campers. Give me some room. I like good room. I went to Cracker Barrel on a boondock. We stayed overnight. Really nice. We pulled in there. I found a nice spot where there was a median, and I opened up my slide out, and the fella across from me came over and said he had his generator on. He's only going to have it on for a little bit more, and then he was going to bed. And it was free, sort of. But if you stop and you go in the restaurant and you buy breakfast, well, it's almost like one of those harvest hosts. You're paying for it. But I think it's the right thing to do, so that's what I did. You got to eat anyway, get a cup of coffee. But it's nice to be able to pull off the interstate. You know, there's a lot of Cracker Barrels are right off the interstate. You pull in, you park, you sleep a good night, get up and go. Call me Grandpa.
Well, don't talk like one. I won't call you one.
And then we headed for Schulingberg, Texas.
Schulingberg.
Schulingberg. I think that's German, right?
Schulingberg.
Yeah.
Schulingberg.
They have those Colossis. Anyway, we went to Schulingberg for a big meetup. So I met Camper Life, William, and we drove up north. He picked me up at my campground because we didn't stay in the same campground because he's like 1,000 Trails, you know, one of those uppity campgrounds. So we drove up north and we met Nursing Our Travel Bug and Texas Family Camping. Had a little cookout. Now, got a little cold, so we didn't stay outside, went inside, had a cookout, did a whole lot of jaw jacking and having a good time and talked about YouTube and a whole bunch of stuff. You know how meetups go, but it was really cool. It was nice. And William, he drove me back home, but I was a little worried because I think he was sneaking a drink every once in a while, but he got me back home safely. And then the next day, Jill and I went to the Painted Churches of Schulingberg, Texas. There's 4 active churches. They're still open. They still have services on Sunday or Saturday or something, but it's just magnificent. They're painted on the inside. They look like cathedrals. And there was 4 of them. They're historic churches, but they've been maintained very well. The really cool thing is they just look like regular churches outside, but when you walk in, it's like, wow, it takes your breath away. Jill said that. Mike Nelson's calling me Grandpa now. Darn it, don't listen to her. She's trouble. All right, here we go. So we had our meetup, and we went back to the campground. William went to his campground. We met him again the next day, and I got to meet Miss Jessica, Camper Life, who I don't know if you guys ever met her, and she's awesome. I think she does most of the videos and just tells William to, you know, talk them through. She's really cool. Road conditions. Yeah, I got to talk about that a little bit. From Mobile, Alabama, all the way to Houston, Texas. Now, I know they got to fix the roads because if you don't fix the roads, they just get worse and worse. But, man, they do a really poor job of giving you an alternative to the road. It was like riding a roller coaster. And the barriers, they put them right up against the lane. And, you know, you're driving along and the trucks are passing you. Watch that video I put out. 2 trucks side by side. The mirrors are only 6 inches apart. And then there's a guy in a van. He's crossing over into my lane. It's a lot of work. But you know what? It's still worth it. I still enjoy it. But boy, I tell you, the bumpy roads, potholes, the expansion joints, they were new parts of the road where the expansion joint was so bad, I thought it was going to pop another tire. Oh, my goodness. All right, so we stayed in Schulingberg, Texas, and then we left there and we went to a place called, hold on, I got it. Hold on. Fayetteville, Texas, where Opa and Oma are work camping. They're up there. They're gate attendants. And I think Rob is doing a little odd and end jobs trying to get the park ready for the season. And went up there for 2 days and hung out with them and went out to eat and did what, people do at meetups: eat, talk, eat, talk. It's about time now. How are you? Thanks for coming by. I just noticed that you were here. I guess I ought to pay attention. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, it's funny. I'm down here in Texas. I've been eating grits. You can get grits up in Pennsylvania. They don't even know what a grit is. They have whole wheat, and then they put sugar on it. I don't know why. Rowdy One says he wished saloons were like Harvest Host. Hey, you could go in there and buy a couple drinks. All right. So we did a meetup with Opa and Oma Camping Adventures in Fayetteville, Texas, and talked to them a good bit. Then we left on Tuesday, went to San Antonio, and we did the river walk, some missions, and the Alamo, and all are great. I had a good time. All were open except for the missions. I don't think the missions were open, the individual missions.
Well, they might have been. We didn't check that out.
Well, they might have been. We didn't check that out. But Jill got her stamp like she did. I think that's wrong. If you get a stamp, you got to go see them all. She just said,
Well, but we can put a state on our map now.
Oh, my goodness. That's another story. Oh, gosh. Wineries. So we went to San Antonio and we checked that out. We did the Riverwalk, missions, and the Alamo. Did a little eating out and stuff like that. It was really nice weather. Got a little cool in the evenings, but for the most part, it was nice. We stayed over on Fort Sam Houston's RV park, which is a really nice park. I don't think they call it a fan camp, but it's a good place to stay. Now, the problem is that the GPS girl does not know that the short way into the RV park is closed. They have the barriers over all the gates except for 2 or 3, of which only one allows RVs to come in because they have the barriers set up so that you have to serpentine between them. And we can't do that in the RV. I did a 30-point turn. I went down the road and there's a barrier and I got to get out and there's no way out. So I did a 30-point turn. I think it was 6-inch increments. Jill was in the back and I was backing around. The fun of travel. But we wouldn't have seen that dead end road if we hadn't went down it. Anyway, so if you're going to Fort Sam Houston RV Park, just remember the GPS girl does not know the right way. And then the whole time we were there, they kept trying to guide us through that place. So I don't know. It was fun. We laughed about it. How many of you have argued with the GPS girl? She's going to tell you where to go. Let's see. James Cantonese says, grits, us people do you know what scrapple is? I know what scrapple is. Well,
nobody really knows.
No, I don't know what scrapple is. I know what it looks like. I know that I don't eat it, but I think scrapple's worse than spam. Casual girl, yes. All in all, we had a great trip. We had a great 14 days. We had problems. Yeah, it's difficult. There's other people out there that don't drive as well as I do. But all in all, we really enjoy our adventures. We enjoy our travel. I think this time we did it a little different than we normally do. Normally, we stop more and visit and then stay more in Walmart's overnight in and out type, camping. This time we stayed probably 4 different campgrounds for a couple days. So, due to the situation, it's a little different. There were several places that were closed that Jill wanted to stop. We just kept going because they're closed. Dang Camper, how you doing? It's good to see you. He's gonna have a YouTube channel here shortly. He's gonna start his full-time adventure. I think that's great. Okay, now day 14. We arrived yesterday, and we are in Cancun, Texas. No, it's not Cancun. Concan, Texas. We are west of San Antonio, about 89, 90 miles, just south of I-10. It's a very nice family campground. I'm just getting my feet wet, so I don't even know how many sites we have. We've got a nice site. They tell me that when it floods, we're not going to be in any dangers. But who would have known that a campground called Camp Riverview would flood? Jill and I don't know, we're pretty smart, but we were talking the other day, and we tend to take jobs where the campground ends in river or creek or lake or something. I don't know. I'm really impressed that the live stream went as well as it did. I know it's not our regular live stream. I figured it would be more of a chew the fat. Next week, I'm hoping to have a better live stream. It seems to be working okay, and then next week it won't, but that'll be okay. We'll deal with it. We'll work it out. I'm working at a campground. We're working on projects. The campground is open. They've got a lot of cabins, probably 20 to 30 cabins, and probably 2 to 3 times that many camp sites. He's getting a lot of things done. We're reworking and refurbishing all the cabins. So right now they're being painted. They're getting new air conditioners, new fixtures, new lights, new doors throughout, inside, outside. So they're putting a lot of effort into their cabin. So that's what I'm working on. Our campsite is for free. We're paid for all hours that we work. And right now, I'm working 40 hours a week. So bank some travel money. So I can travel some more. We'll be here until May 15th. And then we're going somewhere else. Not sure yet. You know how I am. Who knows? So far, so good. I got my own little golf cart, and I got a radio and some keys, and I'm painting. Other things too. They're running electric for the air conditioners, and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Same old stuff, Workamper stuff. But I think it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. So we're looking forward to it. Now, if you never looked up Cancun, nope. Cancun, nope. Concan, Texas. It is in the hill country, and we are surrounded by hills. Therefore, I do not have internet very well with visible. But it's really a beautiful area. But there's a lot of land and not a lot of houses and stuff. Like, we drove 35 minutes to the grocery store yesterday. There's a convenience store right down the road, and some other conveniences like gas, and there's propane not too far away. But I was talking to my boss, and he said that he'd had to run and get something from Lowe's. And I said, where's the closest Lowe's? And he said, San Antonio. That's 89 miles from here. It's like a day trip to go get some screws. Anyway, you deal with it, work with it, and make things work. You just have to plan better. It's like taking the wagon to town. Okay, now I've started to talk too much. All right, so that's our new work camping job. I worked till 5 today, started at 9, and had a good time. I'm meeting the people, seeing who's there and who's not. Are you gate guarding this year? Originally our plan was to gate guard, and that's what we had set out to do. The day before we left Virginia, this guy called us, which we had applied previously, and he called us up and he said, are you still interested in the job? And we were like, well, yeah, we applied, so yeah, we're still interested. So we talked to him a little bit, and we decided, what the heck, we'll go do that for a while. After that's done, there is a very, very good chance. Can I say? No, there's a very good chance that we might be going back to Pennsylvania for a short period of time. And then we're not sure after that. You know how it goes. Might wind up in Chicago and then back in Pennsylvania in August. And then who knows? But we're always looking. We're always looking at Workamper news, trying to figure out what, what's next and what's going on, and, what would be a good opportunity for us. Always open to different things, but it's funny. I really enjoy working at campgrounds. It's the atmosphere, the people, and it's sort of, I keep getting drawn back to that. So we're working at a campground again. Who knows? JTS Outdoor Life, how are you? Thanks for dropping by. I sure do appreciate that. How you doing? Canadian Twig says, oh my God, laugh out loud. That's a bit of a trip to Lowe's. Yeah, when you got to travel like that, when you leave the camper to go get your stuff, you got to do a really good inventory, because you don't want to get home and go, man, forgot milk. Yeah, so if anybody's a work camper and they're looking for a work camper gig, I know of one in Morgantown, Pennsylvania. There's a guy that lives there. He's got a house and he needs it painted. He'll let you park in his driveway, full hookups, and he'll pay you by the hour. Camping therapy, I don't think I'm going back to Millbridge to work. We might go back there to stay. It just depends what's open and what's available at the time. That's not right. Dang Camper says, I tried spam once. Tried to give it to the dogs. They wouldn't even eat it. Darn it. Spam's good stuff. I don't know what it's made of, but it's good. Oh, all right. Donovan from the RV on the Wayside, he's not going to make it tonight, so he's absent. I'm not going to do a super chat giveaway. I do have some things that I've in the queue that I want to provide to the winner, except for Rowdy One. He can't play, but I do want to get that going, and I'm going to send out some emails. I'm interested in work campers that would like to be a part of the show, interview about their jobs and what they're doing, and maybe, a 10-15 minute segment just to, tell everybody about their gig or what they're doing as work campers or their work camper travel. But I'm going to reach out to a few people, and if you're listening or watching and you want to be a part of the show, if you think you might have something to contribute that everybody else would like to hear, I think it's a good thing. Just drop me an email or send me one of those messages on Facebook. I'm gonna do this thing. Donovan has been doing it for me. This Rowdy One 783. Dang Camper said 4. Casual Girl says 9. Make me feel like I should give somebody a prize. Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to send somebody something if they can tell me. Hold on. First person can tell me what that card is. What? Come on now. Caribou Dave. That's William's answer every time. 3.1416. Camper Life. All you got to do is buy me a can of Spam and some sandwich and or bread and mayonnaise. I'm good. I was just kidding. I just wanted to see if you guys would type numbers. Oh, you guys are awesome. I sure do appreciate everybody coming by. Like I said, I was surprised we did as well as we did. I told my wife, I said, I think we'll probably end this thing in about 30 minutes, but I'm having too much fun. I'm going to do this community shout out real quick. Let's see if I can do this here. Donovan, he's been giving me all this information and stuff, and he has. So if you're a channel creator, and I'm looking at the chat, and there's a few that are and a few that aren't, and that's okay, but you all are part of the community, and everybody has their purpose, and I sure do appreciate everybody. And I like to do the community shout outs because it's a great way to meet people and see each other and all that good stuff. I'm pretty sure everybody in the live stream is a friend to everybody in the live stream. The only ones we're not is the Bee Bear, and she's an NN. So here we go. NNs. There are channel supporters. Did I do that right? Yeah, channel supporters. Yeah, here we go. All right. So if you're an NN or a CS or whatever you want to call yourself, if you're a non-creator and you watch YouTube channels and you support the community by doing so, we really appreciate you. Thank you very much. In Camping Therapy, she says she is a CC and she has 653 friends. That's a lot of friends. She should invite them all over to her house and have a big dinner, a cookout. Caribou Dave said, "What happened?" I don't even think I'm going to go through those. But next week, we're going to have a good time. We're going to do that. And we're going to do some other things. I invented a new word. I was driving down the road and I was thinking, it's plagiarism. It's a new word. Jill's not laughing. I don't like it. Loving Life Hitched Up is 977. Oh, that is very close. You guys are doing really good. Keep it up. Keep it up. You'll get there. Casual Girls at 688. You're doing well too. And catching lots of big fish. I've seen them. They're out there at that lake in Arizona, and I can't remember the name of it. Havasu? No, not Havasu. I know the lake. I've been there. Out there catching the bass. Stripers. It's about time now with 932. Wow, you guys are close. It really feels good. You get right there. You're almost there. Boy, you chomping at the bit. Just keep it up. You're going to get there. You'll be fine. Bee Bear is a very good supporter. She's got lots of friends. Except she's from Oregon. I'm going to get Bee Bear on the show sooner or later. We're talking probably springtime. She's work camping out in Oregon, and she wants to show us around her park. I think that'll be something interesting, and people would enjoy that. Caribou Dave's working down in Florida. I'd be interested to find out about what's going on down there in Florida, too. Another good work camper. I don't know about Mike. He might want to share. McGuire's on Tires. How you doing? How are you? It's good to see you. And I love the new name change. That's really, really cool. And you guys are doing awesome with your live stream. Hey, you can putting it together. I think Donovan might have a little bit to do with that. But that's what the community is all about. If you're not sure about something, reach out to somebody and tell them need a little help, and I'm sure you'll find somebody to give you a hand, help you out. Rowdy One is a CC, and he has no friends. RV on the Wayside has 841, getting close. Opa and Oma's Camping Adventures 797, they're getting close. Dang Campers has 937. I don't think so. I gotta watch my time. I'm gonna run out of time. Thanks, Charlie. I sure do appreciate you coming by, and we plan on enjoying Texas. This area of Texas, we've wanted to get out here for a while. We've been up around LBJ's ranch, but there's some other things. I want to see Banderas. I'll probably get over to Medina. There's a lot of places around here. They're not real close, but they're places that we want to see. So when we're off our 2 days, we'll try to travel and see those things. Thank you, Camping Therapy. I appreciate that. Meant to be RVing is on next. Tell them Steve Turtle sent you. And become their friend if you ain't or are not. All right, we missed you tonight, Donovan. I know you came in here late, but I sure do appreciate your help each week. And next week, I'll be looking for you. No one does it better. I'm thinking pretty much you probably won't have a live stream next week. Here we go. Watch this. Break all the rules. There you go. There you go, Mike. Okay, RV on the Wayside is not having a live stream tomorrow night at 7:30 as normal. He's going to be probably doing one the week after that. So stay tuned. He's got some things going on, and he'll be right back at you next week. Thanks, Opa and Oma. We're really looking forward to the new job. It sounds like it's going to be okay. We're pleased to be here and working. You know, there's a lot of people that are not, and, you know, things are bad in certain places. William, stop causing trouble. All you do is you cause trouble. William's going to be on the live stream next week. I'm going to get him in here and we're going to talk about something. Rowdy one, you're disqualified. A woman went into labor suddenly and shouted, shouldn't, wouldn't, couldn't, didn't, can't. The doctor says, don't worry, those are just contractions. I make myself laugh. I don't know what you guys are doing. I can't really hear you. Why did the chicken go to a seance? That wasn't a super chat. That was a chicken. To get to the other side. Where are average things manufactured? In the satisfactory. I'm sorry, I was just killing some time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I really do appreciate everybody coming by. Thanks. I'm really glad that the live stream turned out as well as it did. If it weren't for you guys, it would not have. It really did me good to talk to everybody and see how everybody's doing. And I got a funny feeling that my phone's making noise because Camper Life's calling me. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. See? Look at that. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Okay. Tell him Steve Turtle sent you. RV on the Wayside. Camper Life wears a superhero cape to bed. Yeah, a little Robin one. Robin with the little mask. James, thank you. I will be safe. We're settled in right now, so we should be okay for a while. Oh, who that is. I think that's it. I need to get out of here. It's 7:59. Go over there and check out darn it. Meant to be RVing. Lost my train of thought. If you enjoyed this story, click like down below and smash that subscribe button if you'd like to see more stories or hear more stories like this one. New stories every week on Wednesday and a live stream on Friday. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you get a notification every time I post a new story. I think I said that twice. Until later, thanks for your time. See you guys later. I don't even know what button to push. Hold on. Bobby Bear, everybody. Rowdy One, James, Camper Life, Doreen,